Okay, great. So, hello. Today we're joined by Mark Hayward. He's the founder of Sway PR, Manchester-based PR agency. And Mark, I'd just like to ask you a couple of kind of opening questions. So, I mean, firstly, what do you think is the kind of biggest misconception people might have about PR?
Stuart, so good question, Guy. And actually, the one thing that I constantly get asked about PR is how long is it going to take for there to be an impact on the business in terms of growth or whatever their goals are. And for me, one of the biggest misconceptions is people think there's one story, there's one piece of news to put out, and they're going to see this huge impact on the business immediately.
Yes.
I think one of the biggest things that businesses should be doing is looking at PR and their media coverage and generating media coverage as a long-term investment. So it's not just that one piece that you're putting out there. It's about consistency, and it's about drip feeding that news out over a period of time. So common misconception is probably that immediate impact. It
Right.
has a huge impact if you do it over a long period of time.
Okay. Yeah, brilliant. And so, I mean, what do you think makes a story genuinely newsworthy? What would get it into the news?
So the first thing you need to do is put yourself in the shoes of the journalist. You know, who is their audience? What's their audience interested in? Then once you've understand, what sort of news and context that they're going to be, their readers are going to be engaging with, that's when you can start to really understand what makes the biggest news hook. It's always something that has a personal angle to it. So there's an expert or somebody commenting on it, a personal interest story, something like that. But also stats and figures can be useful to put it in context. What's the prevalence of this issue that we're talking about? How
Right.
big an issue is it? Usually what we say is the bigger the impact and the more people it affects, the more newsworthy a story is going to be.
Right. Yeah, of course. No, of course. I get that. So, I mean, if you could give sort of one piece of advice to a business, say a business is looking to raise its profile in media, what would that single piece of advice be?
It's a good question as well, Guy. I think for me, I'd always start with what's happening within the business. What news have you got? What things are happening that are interesting to your audience, to potential customers? I quite often liken it to if you go home after a day at work and you talk to family or colleagues about something that's happened, something exciting, a development, something that's changed within your industry or your business, and it's something that's changed the world around you or has made an impact. It's usually those are the little nuggets that you want to grab hold of first and actually really make the most of. Quite often, it's things that are time sensitive as well. So
Right.
things that are happening now or have just happened, and you really need to take advantage of those moments as they happen.
Yeah, well, of course. I get that. So, I mean, just turning to you personally and your role at Sway. I mean, Sway's been going a number of years now, maybe 15 years or so, and you've seen the company grow. I mean, what would you say is the most rewarding part of your role within the company?
Yeah, like you say, we've been running now for nearly 15 years, and actually we've seen the business and the industry really grow and develop over that period of time. Sway has built quite an amazing team, and I think one of the proudest things that I personally have around Sway as a business are the amazing people that we have brought together that deliver some quite remarkable results for our clients. So it's about people who are genuinely passionate about what they do, but not only that, are really skilled about taking a story to the media and generate coverage in national, broadcast, print, online. We genuinely make an impact for our clients, but it's really all down to the team that we have that actually do the work on the ground.
Oh, well, that's a brilliant answer, and I'm sure they are an amazing team. I mean, is there a particular moment that you say you're proud of, or particularly proud of, you would say, in your time at the company?
Well, there's just so many to choose from. I think a few that stick in my mind are the first time that we had a client on BBC Breakfast. Some of these the first moments for us as a company. It's a long time ago now, but I remember being sat there being on the biggest news channel in the UK and the impact that had on the business that we were working with.
Of course.
Things were quite tough over the COVID period, though. We lost a lot of work over that time, and we had to reevaluate where the business was going. And bouncing back from that has been something, again, that I think is a moment of something we all need to take pride on. It was a tough time for many businesses. We did a lot of work in travel at the time, and now we have a much broader set of clients working across a broader set of industries, and we're stronger than ever. So the ability for us to take what was a really tough, hard time for us as a business and turn it around, I think is again a moment that I'm particularly proud of.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. And if we can just kind of broaden it out a wee bit, if I'm a business leader right now, what are the PR trends, or what are the trends in your industry that they should be paying attention to? Do you think now?
Well, there's so much going on at the moment. The industry is in a period of change. With the advent of AI and AI being adopted across a number of businesses and industries, it's something that we as a company have had to understand and adapt as to how we work with AI. As an industry, we are human first with all of the content that's developed. AI does not touch any of the content for the fact that actually we are the experts at really understanding our clients and understanding what the messages need to be, where it should be sent, and how we engage with that. But from a back-end systems point of view, we have embraced AI and used it to ensure that we can deliver the best possible results for our clients as well. That's been one of the things that we as a business have had to look at. But I think as business leaders looking to take media relations as part of their marketing strategy moving forward, it's an interesting one. I think for me, the power of the media has not changed. Media coverage is a third-party endorsement for your business or brand, and the ability for businesses to engage with trusted journalists to talk about their brand or business, it's not going away, and it's as powerful as it ever has been. So I think really good quality media coverage, which not only supports building awareness directly with the readers, but also supports SEO and digital marketing as well. Well-skilled PR and developing really good quality media coverage. It's never been a better opportunity for business leaders right now.
Okay, that's absolutely brilliant. Mark Hayward, thank you so much for your time today. I think our audience will have learned a huge amount about Sway and about what PR is and what they should be thinking about. So, Mark Hayward, thank you very much.
Thanks, Guy.